6.2 T56 C6 Corvette with a blackling intake and long tubes. I don't know what exhaust it is, but it's gonna be pretty loud. Nice little simple setup, and I'm curious to see what intake exhaust 6.2 makes 6-speed on this dyno.
What are you tuning with?
This will be on HPT.
What do these things make, like stock?
Probably like 370, if I had to guess, tire. That's why I'm curious what it's gonna make. Just make sure everything's good, and I'll just hit it on the stock map. Make sure like trims aren't way too out of whack or it's way lean or anything. But if it's good, I'll whack it on the stock map, see what it does.
410 off the bat.
Yeah, a little fat. 11.6, 11.0. Surprised with that intake. So, that time, it was significantly leaner. I leaned it out quite a bit. I had 2 degrees of timing, and it didn't even do anything. It picked up like 5 horsepower. I'm gonna put the timing back to what it was, take some out, smooth it out a little bit, and then, I mean, it's still a little fat. I mean, it's still 12.1, 12.2, so I'll lean it out a little bit more, and then that'll pretty much be it. This intake must be very comparable to the factory one. So when you move from a factory one to this one, it must not have changed the diameter that much because fueling was pretty much what it was commanding it to be. If we're not picking up, any power, the timing, why leave it in there? It's just a stock engine car, long tubes, full exhaust, and an intake. I'll breathe a little bit better, but the huge need would be with camshaft. Yeah, he could have drove it like this, but it would have just been fat as hell. Like 11 ohms is unnecessary. It's just black soot wide open throttle. Like the last catfish one I took out like 4 or 5 degrees of timing and picked up 80 horsepower. Just because you added all that time doesn't mean it's gonna make more power. You're just fighting the piston. Like I said, I can, it's still a little fat, so I can lean it out a bit more, put the timing, put it back to what it was, and pretty much leave it there. Other than that, fueling is kind of within a couple percent, so going to do flex or something like that, that would help with cooling the intake charge a little bit just because of fuel volume, and that would pick up probably that if you did flex, that would be anywhere from 15 to 30 horsepower gain. So, like I said, I think it's only about 22 degrees up top. I took like, I don't know, usually it bounce around. Some 6.2s, they'll want 23.5, 24. Some just, obviously it's based on octane wise too, but that's only like 22 degrees up top, and then I leaned it out a little bit, and then I picked up a little bit more. So with less time, we picked up 12-ish horsepower. Like I said, that this intake must have been so close to stock. That's why, that's why we don't have the huge, because like you put an intake on a car that throws off how much air mass the engine's seeing, so that'll throw off ignition, fueling. So all that stuff is thrown off with just an intake. So say this was like a Haltech or any other intake, usually they're off by 25 to 30%. Most of the time it's got way too much timing in it, and it's way lean. That's why, you can pick up 40 horsepower after tuning. This one happened to be very close. It was just fat, which is perfectly fine. Cleaned it out, like I said, didn't like the timing. Don't put it there, and then we were still able to gain power safely. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
First vet on the dyno.
Is it the first vet on this one?
Yeah. Not the first LS, but first vet.
Yeah, first vet. My favorite, C6. These are the best looking Corvette, hands down. just feel like the 4th of July still, you know what I mean? You just feel American in these things. I know the gears are just like, they last forever.
Yeah, they're long.
So smooth. And then if you want like, I don't know, they just drive really well, just intake exhaust. I mean, even cam, if you kind of know what you're doing, you blend all the speed density, MAF, and ignition, and then leave the proper torque control in it. They just drive really well. Great throttle response, so I mean, you get that like push rod V8, just wham, 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 just really good throttle response, and then it's not like too jerky taking off if you don't have like a super clutch in it. It's just a fun car.
Thank you guys for watching today's video. Up next, we have an Evo 10. If you're looking to get a Pro Tune from Kevin on our mainline Pro Hub dyno right here, check out the links below, fill out the forms, and hopefully we'll see your guys' car on this dyno. See ya.